What's up, weirdos? And welcome back to another episode of Universe of Weirdos. It is I, Jay Kraft, your telephone operator, working the switchboards, connecting you with everyone that you're hoping to speak with. And joining me today is Brother Dan.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's going on? Is your refrigerator running right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, go catch it.
Oh.
Do you have cotton balls? You know?
Yes, I do.
Oh, uh-oh. They tickle when you walk, don't they? Oh, my God, I'm so clever. I am hilarious, and that is what we're talking about today. Not the fact that I'm hilarious, but we're talking about prank calls. Now, I have a very specific goal with this prank call show, and I'll explain it after we get through a couple of these prank calls. But we're going to play some prank calls, we're going to react to them, we're going to see what's going on with them, and a lot of people, like if you hear prank calls on the radio, they're not real.
Yeah.
Like you can't do a real prank call on the radio where you like call a business and fuck with them, because you have to actually tell them that they're on the air, or the FCC gives you like a $10,000 fine.
Right.
So any prank call you hear on the radio, they're not real. Any of those War of the Roses, I can tell you from firsthand experience from a temporary job service I had with some place called, I think it might have been Vector Entertainment. They have this call service where radio stations will call people who sign up for it and go, all right, so we're doing a thing today where you're the manager of a bakery, and I'm going to call in and say that you gave me a fucking cheeseburger instead of a fucking donut or whatever, and we're just going to, that's going to be the call.
Right.
And then you act like, what? No, I did, sir, sir, who are you trying to talk to? Like, you know, it's that kind of dumb stuff. War of the Roses, where you like, hey, we're going to give a dozen roses to a lady you're cheating on your wife with. Go ahead and say her name. And we got your wife on the phone to go, who's Tiffany? You know, it's dumb. It's fake. They're not real. One of the only places that you can find real legitimate prank phone calls in the world of entertainment these days is from public access television. Because like a bunch of people in your city's public access television station we'll do these talk shows where they have people call in, they have listener interactions, and that's one of the only times that you can find real, actual, legitimate prank calls. And listening to some of these, I haven't listened to every one of them because I'm trying to prove a point here, and I'll get to the point in a second. But, you know, a lot of these come from these public access things. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it before. I did a few public access TV shows in Santa Barbara, and you would have people call in, they try to derail your show, or they try to be funny, or, you know, hey, fuck you, you know, type of thing, or call up and just start pressing buttons, boop, 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 boop. Okay, well, just hang up on this idiot. So that's what we're dealing with today, and we're going to go through a few of them, and here's a prank call to a public access television show. I'm not entirely sure what this one is. Haven't listened to it ahead of time, so let's just get a flavor for what we're doing today.
Right now, and thanks for being so patient. Come on in, caller.
Yeah, am I on?
Yep.
I'm on? Am I on?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a couple things I'd like to say tonight. Mm-hmm. And first of all, there's one thing that just really gets my goose, you know, about this nuclear warfare stuff. I don't know about that stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. It gets, I don't know, sometimes
Okay.
Well, that's a little bit of the community at large that we're trying to bring some information to.
Didn't really know how to respond to that one. But, you know, I'm just calling in to see what they... That's what you deal with when you do a public access show, is you have people call in, do dumb shit like that. And here's a guy from New York public access named Flaccid Ego, is what he calls himself. Here's a couple of his, just to get a kind of... I think a lot of these guys, based on the way that they react to some of the prank calls, their show basically eventually becomes, let's just prank call this fucking idiot and get a reaction out of him. And I think that's what you have here with Flaccid Ego. So let's see what's going on here.
Good evening.
Hi, do you have Battletoads?
Do I have what?
Battletoads.
What the hell is this Battletoads?
Do you have Battletoads?
Somebody called here week 4 last, week 4 that. Y'all keep. What is
I
this
know.
here? Is you the same one?
Awesome.
Are you the same one?
Yes, I am.
My friend.
Me and a couple other people, we were asking for it.
Well, why don't you go out there and get it then?
Well, I thought you may have Battletoads.
Why would I have this?
Sorry.
Look here, my friend. I'm too old to be messing with that mess here.
Yes.
I'm too old to be messing with Battletoads.
My friend,
Yes.
do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
You about the first one.
And she has Battletoads, too.
Does she?
Uh-oh.
I hope y'all have a good time. I ain't gonna insult you. I'm not
So
gonna.
why don't you have Battletoads?
What's that?
Why don't you have Battletoads?
My friend, because I have a life.
Oh, really?
There it is.
Hi, Phoebe, how you doing? You got Battletoads?
I'll tell you what I do got. I got this motherfucking pilgrim show. I'm putting your ass. You keep calling him. Do you understand?
Yes, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, this pilgrim shoe is going to go dead in the crack of his ass. He called here one more time. Y'all heard it here.
Okay.
This buckle, help, going to come out of his mouth.
It is a
I'm
pilgrim
not
shoe
playing
with a
here.
buckle
I'm through
on
with
it.
this
For
fool
real.
here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know that young man, I have given him forewarning. I said, don't call here with that foolishness. He did it again. And then he did it again. And then he did it again. So if you see a man walking around, little boy here,
Looking for
with a
Battletoads?
pilgrim shoe sticking out the crack of his ass, then you know who it is.
Yep.
Pat him on the back and say, congratulations.
Here's
You
a copy
finally
of
got what you wanted.
Battletoads.
You damn fool.
All right, here's another one.
Make up your mind, honey. Which one do you want more? Do you like it soft and wet, or do you like long and hard?
Okay.
Make up your mind, honey.
This is weird.
Don't call here for that mess here. You're wasting my time here. Good evening.
Hi, dear. How are you?
Honey, I
Can't
was
hear
fine
ya.
before you start hollering in my ears, huh?
Did you have a question?
What you talking about? Honey, this is my show. You call here for a yeah.
Do you have a question?
I don't give a fuck who you are. Stop calling here. Ladies and gentlemen, look here. I throw my hands up to the good Lord. Handle it, good Lord. These people acting the fool.
Okay, so here's my question. And here's the point of what this episode is. Are prank calls funny?
Not really.
Are they funny? Like the people that are calling and do you have Battletoads? Do you have Battletoads? Like that's not inherently funny. What's funny is that you're annoying this guy.
Yeah, it's the reaction you get.
And that you're
yeah.
getting a reaction out of him, which like I feel like you could have a clever prank call that annoys the guy, but I also think that you could get, especially with this flaccid ego guy, you could get the same reaction by just calling up and going, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, flaccid ego, go fuck yourself. And then he'll go on this weird rant about sticking a shoe up your ass. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this pilgrim shoe is going to be right up his ass. And like, it's going to be the same thing. So like trying to craft a clever prank call just doesn't seem worth it or, and I don't think that they necessarily exist. So let's go through some of these that we have here from different call-in shows. And let's see if there's any funny ones. Are there any funny ones? Here's another one from, I believe it's New York. Some really weird penguin from Batman looking motherfucker doing a show.
I have a question about what you were talking about earlier. Now, isn't it true now, let me get this straight here, Jack. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Now, weren't you the penguin in Batman Part 2?
Weren't you the penguin? And now he's just sitting there like, fuck this
Nutcases
guy.
all over the place.
He's just in disbelief. Like, why would someone say that to me? Here's another one from him.
Good evening, you're on Brainstorms.
Yeah, I've got a question about the weapons of mass destruction.
Sure.
Do you think that weapons like freeze rays and stuff like that should be banned as well?
Like what?
Like
freeze
freeze
rays? I mean, you tried that in Gotham City, right?
Oh, hell. Instead,
You tried that in Gotham City, right?
I mean, he does look like the penguin.
He does. He really does look a lot like Danny DeVito as the penguin. But yeah, I mean, once 2 or 3 people do that, though, it stops being about the actual joke, and it just starts being about the guy's reaction. Because when the 5th person calls in to go, hey, remember that time that you kidnapped Bruce Wayne? And like, dude, okay, with the I'm the penguin jokes. I've heard them a million times. but like it just becomes about the guy's reaction. And I don't know if like, I guess it's kind of funny, a little bit funny. I don't know, but let's see what we got here. I think this one is from England. So let's see if they can do anything better. Let's do a couple of them from England and see if they're a little bit more sophisticated with their prank calls, I guess.
We've got Doris on the line from Glasgow. Oh, hello, Doris.
Oh, this is
Hello,
Scotland.
Doris. Hello, hi. So what's your view? Should we be teaching kids to sing a national anthem, maybe a Scottish one?
Can I have 2 fish suppers and 2 cans of Iron Brew, please?
Thank you very much, Doris. Okay, really good.
Doris, and it was just some dude. Can I have 2 fish suppers?
Now that was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was pretty funny. I did like it. I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're still like not all that funny. Can I get 2 double cheeseburgers and some jalapeno poppers, please? Like,
it wasn't a good joke, but
No.
it was funny.
Yeah, of course it's funny. But so here's another one. I actually did watch this one, and this one did make me laugh. So prepare yourself. Put your chuckle hats on.
Simon is waiting on the line to speak to us. Good evening to you, Simon, calling from Leicester.
Good evening. You alright there, Gary? You alright, Paul?
No, say.
Hi there, Simon. Firstly, can I just congratulate Gary on the size of his bulge?
On the what?
Size of his bulge, because it seems like he's got a massive cock.
Oh, that's terrible, and you should not have called in to discuss such things. He's obviously just a very jealous man sat at home. There we are. So we shan't be taking a call from you again. Perhaps it's the angle. I don't know. We shouldn't
Perhaps it's
comment
the
on
angle.
such
Well,
things.
I mean, look down, lady, confirm it. What
Yeah.
do you want, man? Check it out. Give his bulge a nice little look and see if he's sporting something.
Yeah, can you zoom in?
Yeah, come on. We got to see some of this. I think this is hilarious. I just want to congratulate you on the size of your bulge. It looks like you're sporting a massive cock down there. Like, okay. Hey.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Anyway, that guy wasn't all embarrassed. He was just like, oh, I mean, hey.
Yeah.
You can't call and fucking big up me, brother. You're not going to make me feel bad. Let's see what's going on here. This one we might have to bail on. This one's funny, but I remember it being pretty hard to hear. So this one's 2 guys doing a public access show about wrestling. So
you're on the Pro Wrestling Report.
Hey, what'd you say happened to Macho Man?
He injured his ankle last night in Madison at the WCW Saturday Night tapings. They haven't made any announcements about his condition or anything yet. I just heard about it today, so I don't know if he's going to be able to compete in the future, in the near future, but he did sustain an ankle injury last night.
Okay, suck my balls then.
okay, suck my balls then.
You're on the Pro Wrestling Report.
Yeah, I have a question about WrestleMania.
Yes, sir.
Did Mike Tyson get punched in the cock?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay, thanks.
No problem.
I would like to know if Mike Tyson got punched in the cock.
You're on the Pro Wrestling Report.
I was watching and I thought he did get punched in the cock.
Well, those of you who are calling, you little high school and college punks who are calling trying to get over so your friends can hear you on TV, if you have such a small...
you don't say that.
seconds of fame. Yeah. Hey,
You don't say that because now they're going to call
We're here
and fuck with you
to put on
harder.
a show for wrestling fans and give those wrestling fans a chance to call. You're on the Pro Wrestling Report.
Hi, a lot of my friends don't think that I should watch pro wrestling because it's very violent.
Okay.
And, I try to, tell them that it isn't violent, that it's just, like, staged because they don't really know, and it's okay for them not to know because I know.
So it's sports entertainment.
Exactly.
It's a controlled situation, premeditated outcome.
And I was there, and I seen Mike Tyson get punched in the cock.
Okay.
He was delighted with
A lot of
that
people
one.
seem to have a fetish with that part of Mike Tyson's body.
Yeah, everybody likes
Good.
Mike Tyson's cock. What do you want?
You're on the Pro Wrestling Report.
Yeah, I'd like to say to all the people calling up acting crazy, saying that stuff, that's not right. There's some people out here, we like wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
We take it seriously because it's a good sport.
Exactly.
And why don't you suck my ass?
Thank you.
Hey, how do you become a professional wrestler? Because, I'm a pretty big guy. I want to do it. I used to wrestle in high school. I got my own move. It's called the cock blocker.
Okay.
I pick you up,
I think these guys must be related, huh?
You try to tell him how to do it. You pick him up.
Yeah, a match that I'd like to see is Stone Cold versus Hulk Hogan in a dumpster match, but instead give them like chainsaws to saw each other's cock off.
Okay. You have yourself a nice day. Thanks for calling over and over again and try to make it look like there are many people calling being jerks like you.
No, I bet you it's many people.
Report.
Hey, I don't know the answer to the question, but Brutus the Barber Beefcake was the best wrestler ever.
He was?
Yeah, he'd put him in the sleeper and slap around their nuts.
Okay.
Put them in the sleeper and slap around their nuts.
No, I don't know. Anybody got answers to the trivia question? What was the location that the first Hell in a Cell, the first and only Hell in a Cell match was held? We got about 2.5 minutes left in the program.
So do you know the answer to that trivia question, where the first Hell in a Cell match was held? I think it was Mike Tyson's cock.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Mike Tyson's cock.
I think Brutus the Barber Beefcake put him in a sleeper hole and punched him in the cock.
And slapped around his nuts, or whatever the fuck that guy said. I like that the dude was like, oh, thanks for it being the same person who's trying to make it sound like, bro, you're going to one call after another.
Yeah.
One guy doesn't have all of your lines lit up. According to your timestamp here, this was 1998.
Yeah, and they
People
were
didn't
back
really,
to back.
Yeah, people didn't really have the capability of calling you 500 different times at the same time in 98.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's pretty good. A lot of these are kind of hard to hear, so hopefully by the time you hear me say that, you're gonna go, no, they're not, because I fixed it in post. So hopefully I'm just saying this as a reminder of when I listen back before I edit this, I'll fix that shit in post. So reminder to myself. Here is another one, New York City. This guy calls himself Diddly Squat.
Okay.
Is what his name is. So I guess he plays a little bit of a character. And he calls himself Diddly Squat. And I gotta be honest, this one has such a great payoff. The very end is amazing.
We'll take some calls now. Yes, this is Diddly Squat. Hello?
Fuck you!
Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Hello, Diddly Squat?
Yes, sir.
You look like fucking something.
This is Diddly Squat.
Yes, Diddly. Shakespeare also mentioned for you to suck my dick.
Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, what's up, Diddly?
I can't hear you. Can you speak up? Or
What's up, Diddly?
yes? This is Diddly Squat.
Shut the fuck up!
This is Diddly Squat.
See, a lot of it is just that. Fuck you.
Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
See, they're clever. They're clever people.
I don't want you to put cock teasers on. I don't need them. Yes,
Cock
this
teasers?
is Diddly Squat. Yes, this is Diddly Squat. Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
Diddly! Oh, I can't believe you put me on, baby. How you doing?
How have you been?
All right. Do you want me to do the same one you recorded, or do you want a different orgasm?
Different orgasm.
A different one? How about this one?
Okay.
Oh, Diddly.
Oh, Diddly.
Diddly. Oh.
He has such a delighted look on his
It was
face.
a quickie, but it was good, Diddly. Thank you.
Thank you.
You like that? You like that? Hey, you know what? You should pay me for putting me on months after I gave you my first orgasm. What am I going to get for that?
Well, you don't call in after the show, so I'm not going to ask you to do that.
But wait a second. You put me on already. Shouldn't I get something from you? A dinner? A lunch? A breakfast? Ooh, how about an all-nighter? An all-nighter. A big-time orgasm all night, and then just a simple breakfast.
Well, wait a minute. What all-night diner do you know about?
$4.95 at Chelsea Square.
An all-night diner. Okay. Yes, this is Diddly Squat. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Is this Diddly Squad?
Yes?
How you doing?
Is this Diddly
Hello?
Yes, this is Diddly Squat.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions.
Yes?
Are you married?
Call in after the show.
Hello?
Yes?
How you doing?
Yes, this is Diddly Squat. Okay. I tell you what we're going to do, folks. We're going to go on to the next spot. And I addressed this to the young lady that called and offered me a threesome. Now,
okay.
I want to thank you for that. She offered me to participate in a threesome. And I want to thank you
Where's
for
this
that.
going?
But I want you to know that I haven't turned your offer down out of hand. However, there is a dilemma. The dilemma is this. 2 other young ladies independently have called and offered me a blowjob. Another young lady called and performed phone sex. So you see my dilemma.
No, I don't. What is the dilemma?
No, yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, so you see my dilemma. No?
Diddly.
Oh, diddly. Like, so yeah, like obviously people were calling up to mess with that guy, but it turned really weird there at the end where he's like, to the lady who called, 2 other women offered me a blowjob. So you can see my dilemma. Like, what the fuck is going on? Dude, they called because they're fucking with you because you're some weird ghoul on New York Public Access who obviously responds to that kind of shit.
Yeah,
So,
for real.
This is Diddly Squat. The best part about that video is it had his name on there twice.
Yeah.
And it was spelled differently both times. One was spelled Diddlee, and the other one was Diddly. So, Diddly and Diddly. So, all right. Here's the final one that I'm going to do. This one's from America's Voice. This is a Christian talk show. Somebody calls in to talk to the Reverend, and it gets a little bit weird.
Hi, Danny.
Hi. I'm going to sing a song, and me and my mom, we're really trying to get out there in the record scene, but we're just going to sing for you. I'm going to sing for you right now.
Oh, great.
Okay.
There's a laugh track on
I
this video.
cry in the midnight hour, yeah. You heard my cry. You bottled up all of my tears. This world, I'm still loving you, oh Lord, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was good. That was excellent. I was excellent. You know,
That was good. That was excellent. The dude's just like... I don't like that there's a laugh track on this.
I certainly did enjoy that. And
The other dude just trying to be polite. Like, no, come on. Come on, it was good. Now, that one wasn't a prank call. I don't think that dude was singing bad on purpose.
No.
I think he was just singing really... Like, I think that he thought, if I get on here and I can sing, since it's a TV show, maybe someone will discover me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get a Christian record deal or something. Oh, Lord, I my Jesus. Like, oh, God, what are we doing? And then the one dude was trying to be polite, but that other dude just couldn't.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck it. Oh, my God. You might not even make it into heaven for that performance, bro. I don't know. I really don't know. We're going to have to call in some favor with God, I guess, because, oh, my God. All right, so that leads us to the ultimate question that we had at the I guess it was about 5 minutes into this episode. Are prank calls funny? Because they don't seem like they are.
No.
It seems like the reaction's funny.
Yeah.
It seems like pissing off some random dude or interrupting someone's workflow or something like that. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
Getting a shitty reaction out of a person or an angry reaction out of a person is what's funny. But like, look at what most of those prank calls were. This is Diddly Squat. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Shut up, fucker. Like, you know, and shit like that. So I don't necessarily know if prank calls are very funny.
Yeah. No.
I'm starting to think that all of the stuff that we did when we were kids just wasn't very clever. It was just us being assholes.
Right.
I remember one guy that as a kid we used to prank call pretty regularly, and his number spelled out meat bar on the phone. So you could just pick up the phone and dial meat bar. And then when the guy would answer, you would go, what's up, meat bar? And then he would go, I'll put my meat bar in your mama, motherfucker. And like, I'll beat you over the face with my meat bar, bitch. And like, that's what was funny. But just calling him and going, meat bar. There was nothing funny about that.
Seriously.
There's nothing clever, nothing creative, nothing particularly, well thought out about it.
Yeah, at all.
It was just, let's fuck with this guy. And that's why.
And we did that a lot on the phone.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were younger. Dude.
Oh, yeah. And like, yeah, all of the, do you have cotton balls?
Yeah.
And, all of that shit. You'd see the Simpsons episodes where they call a place and ask for alcoholic.
Yeah.
So, of the world famous Kaholic family, because that's a common last name. Oh, yeah, no, Al's not here, but his brother, Ben Kaholic is. I know that's not a real play on words, but, he does have a brother. It's fucking weird. But that is going to be it for us, guys. I don't really have any other prank calls that I'm willing to play because, well, they're not funny. They're not very good.
At all.
But that will be it for us. If you can't get enough of me and Dan, you can shoot over to Planet W, a Planet WNBA podcast.
Hey.
We are a WNBA women's basketball podcast where we like to meet up once a week and talk about the goings-on in the WNBA, and that season's about to start, so we have a lot to talk about. Aside from that, you can find Dan on all of his socials.
Yeah, Feverville317. Yeah, TikTok and Instagram.
Absolutely, and I am UniverseOfWeirdos over on Instagram as well as Threads. I have an X account, jcraft247. Or you can shoot me any email that you would like at universeofweirdos@gmail.com. Yeah. And then rate, review, subscribe, give us a big old thumbs up or a 5 stars on whatever podcast platform you're listening on.
And share.
And share it with all of your friends. Tell every single person that you know to listen to Universe of Weirdos to the point that they get really annoyed with you for doing it.
Absolutely.
Like, I want your wife to go, stop fucking talking to me about this podcast, dude. Leave it alone. I want them to hate me because of how much you talk about me.
Or prank call someone.
Yeah, prank call somebody and go, listen to Universe of Weirdos, fuck you! And then hang up. It'll be easy. But we will see you next time. We are blasting off.
Peace.
See ya!